Hey guys, Angelo Christian here with another great edition of Millennial Kids, and we have Lena in the studio today. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good to see you. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. And today we're going to be talking about how kids spend their money. And I think this is a huge topic, and it's totally underrated, underdeveloped. And when I was growing up, I had no one ever show me how to spend my money. I didn't have any, coach or mentor or a rich dad, poor dad. And I think that's one of the biggest things missing in society is that you teach your child at an early age on how to spend, how to invest their money, so you have a very successful adult, right? Because it starts with those habits. And if you're wasting money on crap or junk, then when you grow up, it's going to be very hard for you to become successful and be able to manage a budget, be able to manage your money and balance your checkbook if you're always spending money on the wrong things. So that's really what the basis of this next show is about, is how do kids spend their money. We're actually going to be going through that and discussing that. And so, Lena, I know that you have a certain way at how you spend your money, right, and
Yes.
how you allocate your allowance and the money that you earn. One of the important things that I want to show you guys today is one of the biggest compelling reasons on why you want to invest early. You'll see a slide up here. It's very profound, and I read this in the book of Warren Buffett, and it talks about the power of compound interest. And so if you're a mother, or you're a father, you're a parent out there, you really want to press upon your children the power of investing early, saving early, set aside a certain amount of your income or allowance for your children so they can start investing early in their life, so that way they can have a prosperous future, because they're going to have to retire one day or pay for college. And there's a lot of great college plans, for kids, so that way whenever they turn 18 or turn 21, they have the funds to be able to go to college. The biggest thing that I think that's so important that you teach your child is that from a portion of the allowance that they get or the job that they start, that they set aside and earmark a portion of that money to invest. And if you look at this slide here, that shows that it has two people that it follows. There's Lena when she's 25 years old, all right, and she invests $2,000 a year over the course of 10 years into her 401k account, right? And it shows that when she retires at the age of 65, she's going to have $556,197 of accumulated money in the course of her lifetime, all right? Because she started at the age of 25 years old, and she only invested $2,000, right? Now, conversely, you take a look at the second person, that's Carter. He's age 34, and he starts investing $2,000 a year over 30 years. And when he retires at 65 years old, he only has $328,988. So it's a shortage of over $225,000 just because Carter waited an extra 9 years to start investing. Okay, so that's the power of compound interest, and getting your children at a young age to teach them how to save and how to invest their money, so then that way they can live the life they want to live and not have to struggle. Because let's face it, guys, in the global economy, in the U.S. economy, you have to have money to survive and thrive and be successful. So you can't waste all your money on toys and games and junk. And that's what a lot of kids do when they get money from their parents, is they just blow it all, right? So, and I think that's one of the biggest things that you want to discuss too, right? So
Yes.
kind of tell me a little bit about, how do you spend your money?
So I save, spend, and share my money. I save some of it, I spend some of it, and then I donate some.
Okay, so kind of tell me, like, how do you share, like, as far as donating your money? Who do you donate it to?
Well, you can donate it to hospitals, to like dog and cat centers, and
Oh, wow.
like orphanages or something.
Okay, cool. And then what do you normally spend your money on? What are some of the biggest things you spend your money on?
I normally spend it on books.
Okay. What kind
Or-
of books do you like?
Well, I like Harry Potter books.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you like
Yeah.
Harry Potter? That's awesome. What's your favorite Harry Potter? What series?
My favorite is the Deathly Hallows.
Okay, awesome. So do you read a lot?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So that's very important that you notice that leaders are readers, right? People that the leaders of the country, the world, they're immersed in books. Is there any other types of books you like to read?
Well, I like reading a book called Wonder. It's
Okay.
about a kid who was, like, deformed kind of, and he has a rough time during school, and people make fun of him, and then in the end he becomes like one of the most popular people in the school.
Wow, awesome. Okay, so where else do you spend your money?
I also get bookmarks for my books.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes, occasionally, I spend it on toys because.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Do you? So how much would you say that, you know? I mean, I know that that you're gonna, you know, talk about it later, because actually what we're gonna be doing is doing a track of money that we give out to 3 people, and we're gonna see exactly what they do. So that's one of the things I wanted to, you know, let you know what I'm gonna actually do, because I'm curious to see what you do with the money if I gave you money, and I want you to find 2 other people that I want you to give them money and track them and see exactly what they do. So here's some cash. This is, you know, $20 for you. Okay. And then I want you to find 2 other people, right, that that you know, and you know, between the ages of 5 to 8 years old, and I want you to give them this money, and I want to see exactly what they're going to do with it, okay?
Okay.
And what we're going to do is we're going to track them and see exactly what they do. And we're going to find out at the end of it who spent their money in the best way. Because I believe that, like, you know, talking about the power of compound interest and where you spend your money is going to determine what happens to you, that if you put your money in the right spots, then you're going to have, you know, a prosperous life, a fruitful life, versus wasting your money on things that, you know, don't really pay a yield or have a value. Now, I'm saying it's always, you always want to put all your money in investments and stuff like that, but the moral of the takeaway is to invest and spend your money wisely, and to teach your children that, so they can have the life that they want to live. So here's the other money right here.
Thank you.
Okay, and I want you to find 2 more people, and then we're going to come back next week and see what did you guys do with the money.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So so now kind of tell me, going back to as far as the how would, like, let's say I give you this $20. Can you kind of show us how you'd spend that money?
Yes, I like my money like this.
So what do we have here?
So I have a $10 bill and $10 coins.
Okay. So, and this is the proper proportion or allocation of how you spend the money?
Yes.
Okay. So you have, what do you have there?
So I have,
You have 3
save.
buckets.
This one says share.
Okay,
The money
so
I share. This is the money I spend. And then this is the money I save.
Okay. So so I'm curious to know how much do you save out of this $20?
Out of this 20, I'd probably save about $10.
Oh, really? So 50% of her income that you would save.
Mhm.
Okay, so does that go in there?
Yes, so
Okay.
So I'm going to put this in there.
Cool. Most people don't even save any money. You know, the savings rate of an average U.S. American is like, you know, 0.01%. So that's great. That if you really save 50% of your money, that's awesome. Then how much would you share?
So I would share about $5
Okay.
because
So at about 25%.
yeah, I would share
That.
$5
The
to help.
25%. And where you said it's to a cat and dog shelter?
Yes, or orphanages.
Okay,
or
so you give a
hospitals.
certain portion of the money to a hospital or a cat and dog shelter or an orphanage?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's awesome. Okay. Now, and then as far as spending the money, where would the rest of that money go?
Well, I'd spend $5 at like Barnes and Noble or Target or something.
And that's where you get your books at?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, I think that's a great way, guys. You see how she's investing her money and learning, helping people, helping needy agencies and companies that need help, and then obviously saving the rest. That's a huge amount of savings. That is very responsible. You know, I think that, you know, if somebody followed that type of you know, asset allocation or money allocation, they'd have a great life, because then you see you're spending in the right areas. Now, I noticed, do you ever spend any of that money for fun? Do you do anything
Yeah, like sometimes I like to go to arcades.
Oh, do you? Okay,
Yeah.
so you do a little bit of that. So you
Yeah.
you have some kid in you. Okay, okay. I just want to make sure that you're not completely like a robot. That's really nice. Elena, thank you so much for coming on the show today.
You're
I guess
welcome.
now we're going to come back next week and again find out what do the other two do with their money that you give the money to. We'll track them, actually find out what they did with the money that we gave them, and then compare it and see who made the best decisions with the money that we gave them. So guys, thank you so much again for checking out Millennial Kids, where we teach you how to empower your children, how to spend and invest their money. We'll see y'all again next week. Lena, thank you so much for coming to the studio. It was very nice to meet you. All right, good to see you.
Bye.
All right, bye guys. Take care. Have a nice weekend. Bye-bye.